Hello, 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 everyone. This is Stevie Aisha Mills, and I am so absolutely excited to be coming back with another episode of the Conversation with Stevie. This is where we talk about the why behind the what of what people do. And today, oh my gosh, we have an extra special guest, y'all, because for one, I like to eat great food, and I love a man who cooks, so this is going to be fun. We're going to talk about some amazingness, and I'm going to read his bio so y'all will know who he is. So Chef Kenneth Temple recently won Chopped. You know, TV show Chopped on the Food Network. As exciting as that is, he has a lot of other exciting things going on. He hosts a live cooking show on Facebook called Hunger Trap that reaches between 20K and 30K views every week. He just released his signature cookbook, Southern Creole. He also has a signature seasoning, Savory, and online cooking classes available on his website. Additionally, he owns a private chef company and has been a private chef for Lil Wayne, several NBA and NFL players, Soledad O'Brien, and the mayor of New Orleans, who is Mitch Landrieu, I think. That's that Creole, that New Orleans that has, pronunciations and stuff. But, yes, how are you, Chef Kenneth?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today, Steve?
I am absolutely phenomenal. I love this. I love it. And the first question that came about, because believe it or not, I am a Southern woman, but I don't cook. So when I read cooking classes, I'm like, what in the world? Do you cook for, who are your students in this cooking class? People like me who don't even know what to do, or do you have the more advanced students who are like, okay, I need to know these advanced recipes?
Absolutely. So I created my online cooking course, Kitchen Domination, for women just like you, or shall I say Southern belles just like yourself. It's basically for the person who wants to up their cooking game but needs to cover the basics. I find in today's social media-driven world that everybody's trying to be Instagram famous or post the sexiest food photos that they possibly can without understanding the processes or the basics to creating dishes. So, the whole thing with Kitchen Domination, I'll walk you through the right mindset when you get into the kitchen, how to cut, slice, and dice almost everything possible. I just literally went to the grocery store and just grabbed almost every produce item that I saw. I teach you how to eight-piece a chicken, fillet of fish, how to devein shrimp. Then I also teach you a couple of different dishes that I walk you through. I even teach you recipe conversion. And, being from the South, everybody only knows how to cook for a party of 60. Nobody knows how to cook for a party of 2 anymore. So basically I show you how to convert these recipes with basic math so you can take that grandmama's macaroni and cheese for the village, only down for you and maybe your little boo thing, or just something for you to cook for a meal prep, right, throughout the week. So, that's only about $100 course, and it takes you – I purposely made it a shorter course just so people can get through it because everybody is busy. So you don't really want to be hung up or in the kitchen all day long. But it also comes with a cookbook so you can cook along with me and boost your confidence. The whole thing about it is to boost your confidence in the kitchen.
Well, I think that's awesome. I definitely do. And that leads us to a whole nother question, and that is all about the Chef Bay hashtag. Okay, now, Chef Bay, I hear you. How do you handle all of that attention, and where does that hashtag come from?
I definitely didn't nickname myself. So Chef Bay started through the Hunger Trap. As the ladies would come in, one young lady in particular was like, hashtag Chef Bay, with all the teacher bays, officer bays, all of those different bays. Mm-hmm. And so it just became Chef Bay. So I just embraced it. And, every time I post on Instagram, I always just put the hashtag Chef Bay. But, since I'm light-skinned, people think I'm kind of conceited if I put it out there too much. So I just kind of, let it just float and roll with it. I'm trying to get on Bossip or something, that Chef Bay or something. But, so, we just got to keep going. But if Stevie know about Chef Bay, then I'm doing a damn good job in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, we know some stuff over here on the Conversation with Stevie. And so, I love it. I love it. I love it. And it truly is important because I'm, like, all excited about this food. It's crazy because I don't cook, but I do love to eat. I do. I love to eat good food. And it's amazing to be able to say that, you know, you yourself, Chef Kenneth, have cooked for, like, Lil Wayne and Soledad. We love Soledad. She gives us our news. So how did that happen, and what was that experience like?
You know, it's definitely these blessings that the Lord just raining down on me, and being in the right place in the right time. You know, it's always, nowadays, you know, you go to school to do thus and such for your education, but one thing that they miss out important in school is your network, right? So it's who you know that gets you in the door, is what you know that keeps you in it. So just having different relationships around New Orleans and having these networks, people present opportunities with me to cook for certain individuals. And when opportunity makes sense and the time is right, I just jump on it, you know, because I'm trying to get my brand out. I want my name known. I want people to, you know, enjoy my food and savor the moment. And when these opportunities come, I just jump on it, you know.
Well, that's awesome. And I think, like what you just said about networking is such a key piece. It's such a key piece. And what I do with a publicist, I am a public relations coach. I'm an author and a speaker, and it definitely has allowed me to open some doors and have some doors open, and different things happen because when you network, your network, they say, definitely determines your net worth, and I think that's incredible. And also not only to do whatever it is that you do, but also to leverage the opportunity. Yes. Because it's one thing to do something, but if you don't know how to leverage, then that just is, I mean, you're just there doing it. So
amen to that.
Yes. I also like New Orleans. So I've been a time or two, and New Orleans is always this interesting city. It just is. It's definitely known for great food. It's definitely known for, like, just fun. I've had a lot of fun in New Orleans, but one thing I do know it's known for is the Big Easy. And so one thing that I've noticed, like, when the noise is gone, like Mardi Gras and partying and all that's gone, then it is a laid-back city. Like, it's really, really laid back. And I tell people I am more, even though I'm from North Carolina, I am definitely more of a big city-minded girl, and New York is a lot of my beat. That's just how I am. So when I went to New Orleans, it was just like, okay, let's chill. Like, how was it being in New Orleans? Like, what do you love most about it?
I mean, I think you hit on a lot of different things. It's the culture definitely is one thing. You know, Mardi Gras is right around the corner, so soon we're about to start flooding everybody's social media with the hashtag everywhere else. It's just Tuesday. And also just appreciating the laid-backness and, you know, people just kind of, we enjoy life. You know, we don't take things too serious. It's not always big business and things like that. I mean, politics are usual in all facets of life, but it's definitely been a fun opportunity being from a place with this much culture, this much heritage, this much life in it, even though we're laid back, right? So it could kind of be a double-edged sword. Like I said, you know, to go to New York and you might get ran over, or if you have the right mentality, you can run exactly with the big boys and walk that New York block, you know. I remember my first time in New York was literally a month to date before 9/11, and I was like, these some long blocks, yeah. This ain't just walking around the corner. This is actually a long block. You know, the block kind of long. But if you can enjoy it, you can move with the hustle and bustle. So I do enjoy being able to come back to a place like New Orleans after traveling and being able just to catch back on that smooth flow. But then it could hinder you too, because you just get back comfortable and you just left this big hustle, and you just get back in your comfort zone. So if you can take that big city mentality, like you said, and run with it in New Orleans, you can do some damage down here. Of course, it might take you a little longer because everybody else just chilling.
Yes, and that was the thing. It was so interesting because I'm like, okay, like I'm good with relaxation. I definitely love it, but it just was like a different beat. And I wasn't used to even that. Even in North Carolina, we don't move like that. And so I think that I always tell people that you got to go to New Orleans just to experience it. Is one of the things you got to do in America. I definitely believe everybody needs to go to Disney World. Definitely believe everybody needs to go to Vegas, New Orleans, and New York. And those are the places where I'm like, you will see America and the difference of it. So, yes. And we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this whole, like, you are the champion, you are the man, you are the cooking, like, guru, right? So let's talk about this top championship and the Food Network. Congrats on that. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, that's just another one of those opportunities that was presented. One of my friends, she's a producer at one of the local news stations. She was literally just casually browsing the internet, checked her email, and it had casting for Chop New Orleans. And she said, "Yo ass better fill out this application." So
I know that's right.
So I filled out the application, and then I was in a waiting format, and then one of the owners of Willie Mae's, who I'm good friends with. Did you go to Willie Mae's Fried Chicken when you was down here?
No, but that sounds good.
Oh, man. Yeah, you got best fried chicken in America. You got to go try them over there at Willie Mae's. So they called them and was telling them about the casting, and it was like, well, if you know anybody who's a chef, let them know. And I said, man, I put my application in 2 weeks ago. Tell them Kenneth Temple. I put that application in. So, he called back, let him know about me, and then the rest is, as they say, history. Did all the little interviews and Skype interviews and stuff like that. And the only mentality I had was to win. The only thing I'm mad about the way the episode ended was when you do your interviews for the show, they ask you, like, if you win Chop, well, what is one phrase that you want to play at the end? And I was like, I came, I saw, I conquered. Like, I wanted that line. I wanted to hear that line because I even Millie rocked at the end. Here I came, I saw a conga with me, Millie rocking on. It just would have been perfect. But, they cut it how they cut it. It still came out great. But I went there to win. I went there to represent. I went there to also prove to myself that I have some skills, because as a private chef in the chefing world, you really kind of don't get the same accolades because, of course, you don't have a restaurant and everybody, you're not serving hundreds of patrons day in and day out. So sometimes you can get a little knock or belittled by your peers, but going to Chop and facing 2 restaurant owners and 1 executive chef and coming away with the crown, it just really assures that I'm on the right track, and my culinary education is up to where it needs to be.
Awesome. I love it. What is the one thing that you say, what is like, this is one reason I've been the most successful? What is that one thing that you would attribute your success to?
Faith. Faith is an action word. So I believe that I'm capable of doing certain things. I believe just taking it from Chop. I believe go on Chop and win it. I took the necessary steps to get on the show, and then when it was time for the lights, camera, and action, I handled business. So definitely faith, belief, and just giving God the glory, keeping me afloat, I know
that's right. That's amazing that you, like, I am overjoyed for a lot of reasons. Because as a PR person, I understand that what it's taken to get there. Like, this is not a fly-by-night thing. Food Network is not fly-by-night. So the fact that you have accomplished that, and the fact that you attribute faith in God to where you are, that's amazing. And so, Essence, tell us about your work that you do with them.
So I've been doing the Essence Festival for the last 3 years, and I got to get my publicist on so we can get some sponsors and get that locked up for this year. So Essence started this stage in the convention center doing Essence called the Essence Eat Stage. So basically in the food court area in the convention center, there's various chefs doing demonstrations from Friday to Sunday, and I just so happen to be blessed to be a part of that, even to go to Durban, South Africa for Essence when their first year was over there in Durban the year before last, and rock the stage at the Essence East stage over there. So it's just really fun when I'm entertaining and I'm in my element. I enjoy having fun, messing with the people, pulling up somebody on stage and having them cook with me. making sure the DJ play my intro music right so I could come on and get my jig on and get my little dance thing and, just show my personality. So I definitely, truly enjoy being on the stage and performing, teaching people how to cook something different, and then seeing all the mouths drool, salivating as they smell all those aromas in the air. It's really fun, Like you said, public speaking, I enjoy it, So with the stove or without the stove, I really can have some fun in front of the audience.
What is the song that you're like, okay, that's my jam, and I cook even better with this song? So what is the artist in the song?
What is the artist in the song? See, now I got to think about all this stuff because see, every crowd you can't play the same one. So I will go with right now, Big Crit featuring T.I., Big Bank. It just got so much up tempo, so much passion, so much fire. Just give me like yeah. So I mean, I would love to cook the trap music, but if I can't cook the trap music, I like to slow it down to some hip hop, like on my show on Hunger Trap. I basically I realized one day, like, playing trap music and having all the great explicitness of trap music coming through the air. So like, let me clean this up just a little bit. If I'm in the kitchen by myself, it's cool, but let me just clean this up a little bit. So now I listen to the Missy Elliott stage or the Outkast stage, a little bit softer, but that hip hop up tempo, good vibes, And last week I did jerk chicken, so I was listening to reggae music, set the theme.
Okay. All right. I love to dance, so music is always important to my spirit.
Oh, so you with me? Look, one time I tried to do a soft mellow night with R&B music, and it was just too slow. Like, maybe if I had a female guest in the kitchen, it would have been a little bit better, but cooking the soft music by myself, I was just like, you know what? It's taking a lot of strength for me not to go over there and cut on some trap music right now, just to pick the energy up, So
I know, right? Energy is important. Energy is so key, and I think that's one of the things that New Orleans was like. I'm like, I love it here, but y'all, it's just slow. Let me go down here on Bourbon Street so I can get some energy going. But
the whole other type of energy right there.
Yes, right. Let's talk about savory. Savory, because I am a seasoning type of person. I like to put seasonings on. So tell me what we can expect. Like, what can my taste buds expect from savory?
Savory seasoning is my baby, my little love child. I've been working on this recipe since I was in college, but finally got the measurements and all of that together. And now what you basically can expect is for your palate to dance. The beautiful thing about my seasoning is less salt with more flavor. Majority of your seasoning salts and all-purpose seasonings are about 90% sodium. Mine only has about 30% sodium and 70% herbs and spices. So you can just see that you're not just getting a salt flavor, but you're getting a lot of different sensations on your palate as you enjoy it. And me personally, I didn't create it to be low sodium, but it is. And I recently just talked to my nutritionist to back up my facts. Because, I was just like looking at this recipe, I know it's low in sodium. And so she was literally like, you can add X amount more to it and it still be low in sodium. And I was like, well, shit, if I add that much more salt to it, then it's really going to waken up the rest of the flavors because salt really just enhances flavors. So if I put a little bit more salt in it, then it's just going to wake up the rest of the flavors that's in it. And it still be low sodium. I said, man, all right, let me go play and adjust these measurements. And, so I have a NOLA blend and I have a blackening seasoning. You don't have to make blackening anything, but instead of saying Creole Cajun, I say NOLA blackening. For my two seasonings. So some good deliciousness. My spice purveyor told me that it's some good shit. I said that sounds like a good campaign. It's good shit.
And you have a cookbook. So what's in the cookbook?
75 deliciousness recipes from my New Orleans kitchen. I wanted to teach the world about Cajun Creole, especially my generation. I see so many botched Cajun Creole recipes. We ran Disney off of Facebook with that gumbo they had with quinoa and kale in it because it was just such a bad misrepresentation. So I basically tell my story from childhood all the way to college. So I walk you through my first introductions in the kitchen, helping my dad crack the eggs when I was 3 years old, helping him get ready to bake, to my influences in the kitchens, mom, dad, grandma, my neighbor who used to have his own garden when I was a kid. Like, I wish that would happen a little bit later in my life so I would have been able to retain it. But, I still had a nook in my mouth, when I remember these things. And then about some struggles I went through in college and how, I ended up getting suspended from school, getting back in school, making an honor roll. Then Hurricane Katrina happened, and me realizing I really needed to focus. So food actually became my salvation, to making the dean's list all the way through the rest of my collegiate career, to some of my influences. So, some of the dishes, we got chocolate. We got a chocolate bourbon pecan pie in there. I have a strawberry ice cream sandwich, which is a chocolate buttermilk biscuit with a homemade strawberry ice cream and a strawberry sauce. Then I have both gumbos, chicken and sausage gumbo, seafood gumbo, okra gumbo, crawfish makshu. And a makshu is similar to succotash. A lot of people know what succotash is. So it's similar to that. I have cocktails in there. I have a horchata daiquiri. I have a drink that I call a red bone, which is something I created, which is basically Bailey and Hennessy mixed together. I teach how to make different sauces and stuff like that. And one thing I think that's a good thing that I added to my book is that a lot of people always ask, well, what pairs well with different ingredients, right? So I put a little herb and spice chart in the back of the book, so you can see, that cinnamon does go well with chicken and beef. You would have never thought it, but it actually does go well with those things like that. So, yeah, just my little love child, something from me to the people, self-published. Nobody paid me to write the book. Hopefully this book helps me position myself to get somebody to pay me to write another book,
All right. You see, look, ladies, let me tell you. So we get the chef back. He's educated. He could cook. He's friendly. He makes you laugh. See, I understand now. I understand where the hashtags come from. And so, I get it.
Hashtag Chef B. Yeah.
And it's very cool. I think that it is just awesome. And I want to talk about Hormel before we begin to wrap up, because I know you got some more cooking to do. So,
I was taking pictures before this call.
What is your partnership with Hormel?
So basically, I work with Hormel Foods, just bringing awareness to different communities, almost like a spokesperson. So I worked with them last year during the African American highlight that they was doing for their company. So Hormel has a bunch of different subgroups within it, and it was highlighting different subgroups. So during Black History Month last year, they was looking for different people, personalities to come on and, bring some of that soul food, some of that goodness. And when I was doing my interview, I was meeting the crew, and one of the guys who I would be cooking with, he's actually from New Orleans. So, I don't know how it's like when two people from North Carolina see each other, but when two people from New Orleans see each other, that baby and you heard me and all that like New Orleans dialect just start coming out. How your mom and then where you grew up at, what school you went to, all that stuff coming out. So they was like, man, y'all got a good vibe. Like, there's some other good candidates, but like, I don't think we'll be able to do, recreate the chemistry y'all two have, especially being both from New Orleans. So I went out there. I made a shrimp and okra gumbo, which is actually, I put that in my cookbook also, except I just called it smothered okra. The difference is just how much liquid you use, okay? So that was a fun opportunity, and actually we're trying to lock down some things for this May so I can go to New York and do some representation for Hormel. So it's been fun.
That's awesome. And yes, because I went to undergrad and grad school at North Carolina A&T State University, and so in the mix of it, I was recently in Atlanta, and I saw a lot of people with the A&T paraphernalia on. And it definitely was that, hey, Aggie Pride was so it was definitely the same thing. So I get it. I get it. And I always ask people this question when they are here. And the question is, what would you say is that one thing you need to tell people before you leave, before we even get your contact information? You're like, Stevie, I can't let you leave today without the people knowing this.
This is a good question. I like this question. Check me out. I promise you, if you just give me 5 minutes of your time, I can teach you something about cooking you never thought you knew, or inspire you to cook something you never would cook.
I know that's right. Cause we're gonna be friends. Man, you're gonna be friends because I need to know how to cook, or hire somebody who knows how to cook, so I don't have to learn. But
I got you, Steve. No, man, you gotta learn, all right. You gotta learn something, all right. You gotta learn something. Look, I've dated several women who told me they were scared to date me because I was a chef, not knowing my favorite thing to eat is chicken and rice and gravy. Like I'm a simple man, but if you're intimidated to at least bake some chicken and make some rice, it could be box rice, but you just gotta show your desire to cook a little something, and that's why I created that cooking class, Kitchen Domination, just to, all right, well, okay, I could do this, build up your confidence. I had one young lady who paid me my normal wages to teach her for an 8-week course, and she sent me a text message that her boyfriend, or I'm gonna call him Bay. I don't know if it's a boyfriend. I need to be giving out that information, but I would hope that is. She was like, you was already like a good cook, but like now, like you like the truth. And so she was like, hey, it proved that your cooking class is working and beneficial. Thank you, baby.
I know that's right.
I know
that's right. With Valentine's Day right around the corner, you are saving relationships. And
hey.
And it's funny because I am definitely like the type. I'm like, honey, I make great reservations, but
nope. We don't even have to wait. I called so early.
But yes, that's definitely who I am. So we are going to stay connected because I am going to definitely watch out for all this greatness you have going on. And I want you to give your contact information so that everybody can stay connected.
All right. So it's KennethTemple.com and all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. That's KENNETH, and Temple like a place of worship. And Stevie, I'm sure you're gonna have this somewhere where you can see how to spell my name, right?
Of course,
Yeah. So it's Kenneth Temple all over. Yeah, it's Kenneth Temple all over. I'm not chefs there that is easy to find me across all platforms. So if you're trying to get a cookbook, you're trying to get some of the savory seasoning, or you're trying to learn how to burn, KennethTemple.com, or if you're looking for some fire recipes, just go to KennethTemple.com and check out my blog, or sign up on my email list so you can get those recipes. And I just say caution before you check my Instagram because you might get hungry.
And definitely we got to make sure we check out the Hunger Trap. The Hunger Trap is definitely where we can see all of the chef babies in action. And I definitely appreciate you, Kenneth, for just being who you are. You are awesome. I feel like we are old friends. I love that type of personality. So you have really just made me laugh and made me hungry, made me happy. All kinds of emotions have come through today. So definitely thank you for just being here. Thank you for being who you are. And greatness abounds because you are a great person.
Well, thank you very much. I received them blessings tenfold. And thank you for having me. Thank you for kicking it with me, laughing with me, and just letting me be me and just have some good conversation.
Yes, indeed. So everybody, you all have just heard from Kenneth Temple. He is amazing. Y'all have to check him out, KennethTemple.com. And guess what? Definitely check out that food, honey. It's awesome. And I am Stevie Aisha Mills. All you have to do to connect with me is to know how to spell my first name. My name is Stevii, not I-E, not one I, none of that, but Stevii. And you can find me all over social media. You can find me at Stevie.com. And, of course, you can find me here at the Conversation with Stevie. Guess what? Do not have a great day. Make it a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too have the power to do so. We'll see you next time. Bye.